such things in human services as health, social, parks and recreation, Ontario Works, or the old previous welfare, and any other business that may pertain. Building and infrastructure, which is always a large committee and involves a lot of work and understanding of the work that comes before building and the community type of activities and structural stuff and physical. Reporting is Public Works, Housing Authority, and other issues relating. The corporate emergency services, here is where we get into emergency measures or planning and reporting of the fire department, policing services, emergency management, employment policies, financial policies, health and safety, of course, communications, information services, lands and membership, and talking about the environment and education. I know sometimes because of the special circumstances of work required, ad hoc committees or special committees are set up to deal with items as they go. So there is deadlines for agenda items, and sometimes people ask. So Wednesdays at noon prior to the meeting, it's kind of the deadline for agendas to come forward. The councillors don't set the agendas. It comes from either senior management and the work of the agenda team meeting, which are done on Thursdays prior to the work of the next week. And of course, as I understand, the agendas are released the Thursday at 4 p.m. The prior week before the meeting. Sometimes, though, I just wanted to mention there is procedures to getting on the agenda, and I just wanted to review that because it's important. And one has to submit a request in writing to the reception desk at the Six Nations Council Administration Building. Please write attention to the council secretary on your request. Clearly state your purpose for being on a council agenda and what outcome decisions anticipated from presenting to the council or committee. In your request letter, be clear and present as many and present as many details as possible so that councillors can be prepared as possible for your visit and or request. And so, also please indicate contact information so that you can be informed of the date and time of the committee or council. And there is a deadline to do so. Something that comes before me, and I get quizzed at in some of my calls to my residents, is why go in camera, and what is some of the areas that in camera considerations do occur. It is recommended that the attached sheet that I'm going to refer to refers to some of the items that create sensitive type of awareness and proceeding in dealing with the business. Personal matters, where it is reasonable to assume that individuals may be identified, should be, in the in-camera work. Sometimes we get personal issues that come before us. A potential or immediate purchase of sale or of any goods or services, where the public release of information could negatively affect maybe the council's interest in that transaction, or matters related to the security of the Six Nations territory and the people. Personnel issues, staffing, employment, employee negotiations, internal government relations, either discussions on strategies, potential litigation, or advice or communications that is subject to private privilege or council business or solicitor-client privilege, an issue covered by any other policy such as bylaws and legislation. So those are some of the things that help pertain to internal type of in-camera work. And it's not that things are being hidden, but somewhat protected in a confidential basis. So I just wanted to touch base in that regard because I do get quizzed on this fairly frequently, how the business comes about. So in reviewing the formal committees, I would like to come forward and say where I'm at and where I pertain to the business of the day for this particular term is as of January here, 2017. I'm involved with corporate and emergency services, as I alluded to earlier. We have a standing committee for the dump site or landfill site called Solid Waste Ad Hoc Committee. And there is where some of the work comes in as far as how we handle and manage the dump site, the issues around recycling, and even a transfer station, which would be forthcoming, which I'll do what I can to allude to. Six Nations Police Commission, I've expressed an interest to be on that, and I want to refer to some of the terms there as far as the role, I guess, on the commission.